But then suddenly we all started having superpowers for whatever reason.
Tell me how you like it, yeah.
What's up guys, my name's Littleleafers and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I had another dream and it was on Sunday for whatever reason. That's not important, the day's not important, I don't know why I said it. So I had this dream where I was in this dorm type of area. It was like really huge, tons of people went there. Everyone had a room to themselves with their own bathrooms. There was a cafeteria in there, and for some reason there was like a training room that was very similar to the first one in the very similar to the one in the first Hunger Games. Instead of having doors, everyone had a portal, or all the doors were portals instead. So you just kind of walk through. Sometimes you could see where you needed to go, and it would just be like, you know, whatever the room is, it would be that color. So if the portal was orange, you'd see the room, but all orange, okay? So I'm in this place. Real me has no idea why Dreamleaf is there, because he doesn't go to the school, and he doesn't live in these dorms, and I don't think I had any friends or anything like that. So I'm just kind of like freeloading, just chilling around, loitering in this area. And I guess my brain was like, oh, if you want something to do, here, we'll give you something to do. So it's like, oh, you know what, how about you go find a girl? And I don't think I was looking for a girlfriend. I think I was just looking to like hook up with some girl. So I'm like walking around this place looking for girls, and either one, they're not interested, or two, I don't find them attractive. Until I go to the cafeteria, and then I'm looking around, and apparently there's like a formal or something going on because everyone's really nicely dressed. And I'm looking around, and I'm gonna sit down at this table next to this girl. She was kind of cute. So I'm gonna sit down next to this girl, and then Dreamleaf is like, nah. And then she's like, oh, apparently she definitely wanted me to sit next to her. So I was like, hold on, Dreamleaf, you need to turn around, you need to go back and talk to that girl. So of course, I already exited the cafeteria. I turn around and it's gone. I can't find, I'm like looking around the hallways, and this whole area has completely disappeared. Because that's how it works in dreams, right? I'm hanging out in this place, doing that for a little while, and then at some point, I ended up outside at night. I'm like going through one of the back doors, and it's in this alley. I'm gonna head through the back door. I'm walking down this alley, and there's this bunch of guys, and they're all in black hoodies, and they like take out their guns and they start like loading it, and they're like ready to go. They kind of look like a gang, and I'm like, I'm gonna go inside. So I run inside. There's a bunch of like younger kids there. They look like they're teenagers. And I'm like, hey, like, you guys shouldn't go outside. There's people with guns. Like, it looks like stuff's about to go down. And then one of the teachers like, okay, I'll go out there and I'll talk to them and I'll handle it and make sure everything's good, right? So he goes to the door. I see him pass me, and then suddenly, like, his whole back turns into a centipede. But the top of his body, the centipede body, is open, and inside there's these little black balls. I'm like, what the? And then apparently he can't move at this point, so I'm like, I have to take his body and I had to push it all the way outside. And then when he got outside, the black balls like came out of him. They like jumped out, I guess, and they like rolled together and turned into liquid, and then they started forming like agents, like from the Matrix type of thing. Like not that agent in there, but like that's how it looked. Like they were just like, now we're agents. But then all the gangsters were gone, so they had no one to fight, so they're just kind of like, I'm like, I don't know. So I keep traveling around the school, but then suddenly we all started having superpowers for whatever reason, and my ability was to multiply myself. I just like make copies of like bunch of leaves everywhere. So yeah, but we didn't really have a purpose. It's not like we were the X-Men like going out saving people. We just suddenly had powers in the same place, and I was just kind of doing the same thing. I was like, okay. And then I messed up something. I can't really remember what went wrong, but I was like, oh, I need to go back in time and I need to fix it and then everything will be good. So I somehow went back in time. I don't know how that happened. But then I wasn't me anymore. Now I had to like step back, and I was like watching this white guy with brown hair who was, I guess, supposed to be me because he had my powers. And so for this point, like, there's a me that time traveled back in time. So we're gonna consider that, or this guy, we'll call him Brian. So there's older Brian, as we'll call him, the one from like an hour earlier. And then there's younger Brian, which is the one in the past, okay? Follow that, it's pretty simple. So older Brian's like, oh, I need to go and hide because if younger Brian sees me, then time's gonna like explode and stuff because we're not supposed to talk to each other. So I'm watching him and he's like, hurry up and he's trying to like run one way, but then younger Brian's coming, so he's like, oh crap, I need to go this way. And he turns, he goes upstairs, he's about to turn the corner, but younger Brian sees him, and that's where things hit the fan, okay? So I turn, younger Brian down the steps, and he's like teleporting everywhere, and then he just like disappears. And then suddenly, younger Brian's like in this, or older Brian's in the sky, and I'm like close up on his face, and his eyes like bulge out of his head, and he's just like, Daddy? And then his eyes explode, but they explode like this rainbow pattern. And then I wake up, and I was at my friend's house, so when he woke up, I told him about this dream, and he's like, you need to stop watching so much TV. You need to like, because that's probably where all this is coming from. And I'm like, I don't know. See, I've noticed that if I drink a lot of alcohol, and then I go to sleep, this is where all these dreams come from. So if I don't drink, I'll be fine. But if I drink, then I'll have more videos for you guys. So, I don't know. But yeah, that is all that dream was about. If you felt any way about any of that, let me know in the comments down below. Give this video a like, subscribe to my channel for more of my dreams, because you know I'm gonna have more. And until next time, peace!